Alright, how's it going? So we're doing another unboxing. This should be pretty quick. This is the Gonine ACK-E17 DR-E17 DC coupler AC power adapter, yada yada yada. Basically I have the M6ii that I use, and I would like a dummy battery like Cashapp power supply like I have for the 90D. So I bought this right here. Should be fairly simple. You got your one that you plug into your outlet. You got your little, I guess you can call it kind of a converter section here. The AC adapter. You'll have this basically plug into here like that. Then we have the dummy battery, which is just the same thing as the Canon LPE E17 here. Let me see. It'll be the same thing as that. Got the same connectors. Then basically all this does is it takes the little power plug in here, and there's a little trick for that, and we'll show you that. This should be a fairly simple, quick video. You got the instructions here. That essentially just shows you how to do it, what comes in the box. And I believe the Gonine is the same one that I have for my Canon 90D. Let me go ahead and get the, what do you call them, red wraps off of here? The wire wraps. Set that aside, and basically we'll just plug this in. Make sure that's together. I believe Canon itself makes like an official one now, but I believe it's also like $160. This one was $17 on Amazon. I'll put the link in the description, and maybe I'll pin the top comment as well with that if you're curious about it. Because it says it's used for the EOS M3, EOS M5, EOS M6, M6ii, whatever battery uses the LPE17 batteries. So we got our M6ii here. We'll put not the actual battery, but the dummy battery in, like the normal battery would be, like this right here. Then we actually got to close the door. Same thing with the 90D, 80D. You got to make sure the door is closed. Now with this one, there is this kind of like rubber thing on the bottom here. And essentially you'll pull it up and to the side, and you'll see that there is a little spot here that this can now get plugged into as such. And now we have power. So if you want to, as we can see here, we have power. We also can, then this will be a quick little clip to show them actually using the battery and recording. I had to turn the actual, I guess if you have the HDMI info display turned off to do like a clean HDMI out, it won't record internally for whatever reason. M6ii has a little bit more limitations than the 90D does, so there is that. But it works for recording. So we'll turn that off. essentially, if you just want to have, like if you want to use your M6ii and record, say you have it on the tripod, you have the same shot every time, you don't want to keep switching out batteries, that's a good reason to get a dummy battery. If you're going to use it too, because I was using my 90D, but I have more lenses, so I take it out like for photos and stuff. And right now I just have the one kit lens with this, and it's wider, 15. So I figured I'd use it for like kind of webcam podcast stuff. That may possibly get the Sigma 16 1.4. But I can have it set up here, have it now plugged in, and also when I do dual shots I can have both of them plugged in, and I can just record without having to worry about batteries or any such issues like that. But you got to remember too, because this is the issue with that, a lot of people are like, oh yeah, there's the flap on the 90D, 80D, because the door has to be shut, so you got to remember, like, you got to put the battery in, shut the door, then move this little flap here and plug that in, and you should be good to go. So any mirror, any camera you have, you want to use it for like longer recordings and such, or you just don't want to deal with like swapping out batteries all the time. If you just leave it on the tripod, it works great for that. Like I said, it's 17 bucks. I got it on Amazon. I got it in like a day or so or something like that, because I was going to start using this more for my podcast webcam stuff. Now I don't know if I'd stream for like hours and hours and hours on end on a mirrorless. I've done it on a DSLR. It gets a little warm, but at that point you might as well just use a actual webcam itself. But for like shorter bursts, obviously better quality with this. So there is that. Like I said, links are below. If you have any questions, just throw the questions down below, and I'll try to get to them when I can. But yes, the Gonine ACK-E17. Like I said, I've had good luck with that same brand on the 80D, 90D, so I figured I'd go ahead and get it for the M6ii for the mirrorless as well. So I believe that's it for the video. Pretty short, pretty simple, pretty quick. It is what it is. Like I said, check it out, links below and all that good stuff. Alright, later.